Think about how your parents paid for things when you were a child. Cash, checks, a trip to the bank on a Friday afternoon, standing in a queue, waiting 3 days for a payment to clear. Now think about how you pay for things today. You tap your phone. You send money in seconds. You invest with an app from your couch. And somewhere right now, an artificial intelligence is managing someone's entire savings portfolio automatically without a single human involved. The financial system that has existed for over 100 years is changing faster than at any point in history. And most people have no idea what's coming next. Today, Coin Explained breaks it all down. What's changing, why it's changing, and most importantly, what it means for your money, how the old system worked, and why it's breaking. To understand where we're going, we need to understand where we came from. The financial system most of us grew up with was built on one simple idea: trust the middleman. You want to buy something, you give your money to a bank. The bank stores it, moves it, and charges you for the privilege. Want to send money overseas? The bank takes a cut. Want a loan? The bank decides if you qualify. Want to invest? You need a broker, an advisor, and a whole lot of paperwork. For decades, this worked. Banks were the gatekeepers of money. But here's the problem. This system was slow, it was expensive, and it was built for a world without the internet. In 2025, global markets were shaken by trade tensions, tariffs, and geopolitical uncertainty. Investors rushed to safe havens like gold. Trust in traditional institutions began to crack. And those cracks let something new come through. Technology. The old financial system isn't collapsing overnight, but it is being quietly rebuilt from the inside out. And the people who understand the new system will have a massive advantage over those who don't. The rise of digital payments and real-time money. The first big shift is happening right in your pocket: how we pay for things. Digital wallets now have over 4.3 billion users worldwide. That's more than half the planet using their phone to pay for things instead of cash or cards. Apps like Apple Pay, Google Pay, and PayPal aren't just convenient. They're replacing the need for physical banks entirely. In Brazil, a system called Pix now handles instant payments for 75% of the population. Completely free. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In the United States, the RTP network, real-time payments, surpassed 1 billion transactions in early 2025. In Europe, new laws now require banks to process payments instantly, not just during business hours. Think about what this means. Money used to move like a letter in the post. Now it moves like a text message. And it's only getting faster. By 2026, experts predict that payments will become fully embedded into everyday life, invisible, automatic, and instant. You book a ride, payment happens. You receive a delivery, payment happens. Wages land in your account the moment you finish a shift, not in 2 weeks. The idea of waiting for money is becoming a thing of the past. And for everyday people, this is genuinely great news. AI is taking over banking, quietly. Now here's the part that surprises most people. Artificial intelligence is already running large parts of the financial system, and most of us have no idea. According to the Bank of England, over 75% of financial companies in the UK are already using AI. Not experimenting with it, using it, right now. Every day. What is AI actually doing in finance? It's detecting fraud before it happens. It's approving loans faster than any human could. It's monitoring your spending patterns and flagging unusual activity in real time. And increasingly, it's managing investments automatically, adjusting your portfolio, rebalancing your risk, and making decisions in milliseconds. Remember when getting a personalized investment strategy meant paying thousands of dollars for a private wealth manager? In 2026, AI-driven tools are building customized investment portfolios for people starting with as little as $50. The tools that used to be reserved for the rich are now available to everyone. But this shift also comes with real questions. Who is responsible when an AI makes a bad financial decision? How much of your private data should a machine be allowed to see? These are questions that governments and regulators are scrambling to answer right now. The AI revolution in finance is not coming. It's already here. Crypto and stablecoins enter the mainstream. For years, cryptocurrency was seen as experimental, too risky, too confusing. Something for tech enthusiasts and speculators. That era is ending. In July 2025, the United States government passed the Genius Act, the first major law regulating stablecoins. A stablecoin is a type of digital currency designed to hold a stable value, usually pegged to the US dollar. The stablecoin market grew from almost nothing in 2020 to over $200 billion in assets by 2025. Analysts predict it could reach trillions of dollars in the years ahead. What does this mean in simple terms? Digital money is becoming official. Banks are beginning to hold Bitcoin and other digital assets alongside traditional accounts. Major payment companies are building crypto directly into their systems. And perhaps most importantly, blockchain technology is being used to make the entire financial system faster, more transparent, and harder to manipulate. When you send money internationally today, it can pass through multiple banks and take days. With blockchain, it can happen in seconds. Crypto is no longer a fringe idea. It is becoming part of the foundation of global finance. What this means for everyday people like you. It means three things. First, the barriers are coming down. Investing, saving, sending money, building wealth, all of these things are becoming cheaper, faster, and more accessible than at any point in history. You don't need a broker. You don't need a bank manager. You don't need to be rich to start. Second, the rules are changing. The financial knowledge your parents had may not be enough for the world we're moving into. Understanding digital money, knowing how AI is affecting your finances, and having basic knowledge of how crypto works, these aren't optional extras anymore. They're becoming essential. Third, the window of opportunity is open right now. The people who understand these shifts early, who learn how the new system works before it becomes mainstream, are the ones who will benefit most. And that is exactly why this channel exists. Every week, Coin Explained breaks down the most important money topics. Simply, clearly, and honestly. No jargon, no confusion, just the things you actually need to know. If this video helped you see the financial world a little differently, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Next week, we're talking about the 5 biggest money mistakes beginners make and how to fix every single one of them. See you there.